have some 10 to 11 questions with me. So let's start with the discussion. So again, like as usual, if anything in any question you have any discrepancy, please let me know. So the first and foremost, a very simple, straightforward question about the appendix in hernia is called as a Mayans hernia. Straightforward line we have been reading since our MBBS time. So I think this is a very straightforward question. Nothing much to discuss here. Next question, decorin is used to reduce scarring in. So this is something which I could not find in the book and I had to search the articles. And it is basically related to the lens of the eye that is also in the cornea basically, wherein it is very important to reduce the scarring. So here the answer would be I in this. Hope the chapter of tissue degeneration, as one of you has mentioned, I feel that it is only related to the eye because it is helpful in the reducing the inflammation in the surface of cornea following any infection or damage. So in this, the answer for this would be I. Straightforward. I think they have taken from the chapter of tissue regeneration. Yes, the answer is I, and this is also mentioned in chapter 4 of tissue regeneration, which I'll be the next question. That is a 7-year-old child brought to clinic with a lesion since birth. What is the diagnosis? Yeah, in the question of ASD with mitral regurgitation, I think mitral insufficiency or mitral regurgitation or anything because of mitral insufficiency because of the cleft mitral valve. So the answer will be what I have mentioned yesterday. So moving on to the next question, I think the question stem is fine in this, right? The 7-year-old child with lesion since birth, what is the diagnosis? This is again a straightforward. It was a giant or congenital melanocytic nevus. I think some of you have given this recall to me. Yeah. So giant congenital melanocytic nevus, Spitz. Okay. Spitz nevus was also there. Melanoma was there. Becker's nevus was there, and a congenital melanocytic nevus was there. And was the same image given in the question stem? I think the same image was given, right? Yeah. Okay. So I think here, I think if the image was similar type, the answer would be congenital melanocytic nevus in this. I think in this, we have to, if you measure this, I think the size would be quite, it will be roughly 10 to 15 almost centimeter. I have also need to see the exact image to give a proper, but as per the recall what you all have given, I feel the best possible answer would be congenital melanocytic nevus. And as I've also mentioned before that it may happen that because of the bias in the recall, sometimes the answer may not correlate. For example, in the orchidopexy question yesterday, some of you told that in one place in the Bailey it is mentioned as 3 months, and in the Campbell and in the later part of the testis chapter it is 6 months. So accordingly, the answer changes. Either it can be 3 months or single state. So it can happen that out of the 150, there can be 3 to 5 questions in which the recall of mine or somebody else may not correlate with the exact key. So don't worry about this. This is just to give you an idea about roughly where do you stand. So don't just be in that mindset that I answered correctly, the recall is wrong, what should I do? Don't think about that. Just get an idea that where do you stand. It may just help you to be in the stress-free zone right now, or just be mentally relaxed that okay, I am at this level. Don't think more to this and leave it to fate. Yes, the recall is just because many of you are in that stress that what will be my score? Do I need to prepare again, or should I be just hopeful for the results? So the recall is to help you all with that and also for the next students preparing. So coming to the next question, that is a male patient with progressive dysphagia, weight loss, history of lye ingestion, Barrett's esophagus, chronic alcohol abuse, and a 10-pack-year smoking history. Endoscopy reveals a distal esophageal adeno-CA, which is the most significant predisposing factor for his current malignancy. So I think the question, if the question stem was same, it is a straightforward answer that it is a Barrett's esophagus. Any change in the question stem for this question? Yeah, so then the answer is Barrett's esophagus because the alcohol, lye ingestion are all pointing towards squamous cell. So the only one linked with adeno-CA is Barrett's esophagus. So the answer is Barrett's esophagus for this question. Now, This question about the CL lung, what was the size of the tumor? Was it 3.5 by 2 centimeter with lymphadenopathy, right paratracheal subcarinal lymph nodes with brain metastasis? Was the question stem same? Because according to the question stem, the options, there is no answer in the options what you all have mentioned in the recall. So if this was the question with a 3.5 by 2 centimeter tumor that amounts to T2, then if you have the lymph node with right paratracheal and subcarinal, right paratracheal and subcarinal will be N2, and the single organ, that is brain metastasis, would be M1B. So the answer should be T2, N2, M1B. And as in the recall, the option was T2A, N2, M1B. Okay, yeah. That was what I was suspecting, that the an option should be there. So the correct answer is T2, N2, N1B, or T2A, N2, N1B. Yeah. No, no, I obviously in the exam the option was there, but in the recall I did not see that option. That's why I just wanted to be sure. Yeah. Yeah. So it should be T2A, it should be N2 and M1B. Okay, so that is the correct answer. Even it was T2A was not given, T2 N2 M1B is the correct answer for this. Again, straightforward. How many hours does bacteria enough to cause the infection? So it is all about the definitive or the decisive period. So the answer is 4 hours. So the options was 4, 6, 24, 48. And this is again from Bailey. That is some of the basic surgical principles are from Bailey. The thoracic, pediatric, almost majority of the specialty topics what I've seen till now are from short. So I think that's a very common thing which is happening since the last 2 3 years. That is, they're moving towards shorts for the specialty. Outside of the shorts for the specialty, basic things like general, perioperative, GIT are around Bailey Saviston. So you have to be reading all three books. So here the bacteria enough to cause infection. So this is about the decisive period. I think no change in the question stem in this, right? I think this was the question stem with the options, state one-liner question. Yeah. So the answer is 4 hours. Moving on to next. CTP scoring. They asked for the child's A, B, C, D. I think was this the question with the options? With a bilirubin of 3.6, INR of 1.6, ascites controlled with diuretics, no encephalopathy, normal albumin. Yeah, if that is the case, then the bilirubin more than 3 will give 3 plus albumin normal, so 1 plus INR of 1.6, that is again 1 plus no encephalopathy, that is again 1 plus controlled albumin, controlled diuretic, that is 2. So the answer would be score of 8, that comes under child class B. So the answer here is child pug B. Albumin was 3.6. Okay. The bilirubin was more, albumin was normal, INR was again 1.6, so it is in the normal range with minimal or no encephalopathy and controlled ascites. I think 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. The score would be 8. Yes. So the child pug, it is child status B. Gastric conduit for esophagus, or the gastric conduit for esophageal replacement, vascular supply, or what is it based on? I think this was the question, right? So you are having the left, right gastroepiploic, you are having the right gastric, you are having the left gastric. So here, what is important? Constant gastric conduit for esophagus is based on, it is based on the right gastroepiploic artery, because you are taking the conduit, you are disconnecting from right gastric is discontinued, left gastric is, it is not there, left gastroepiploic also tight because you need to take the conduit up. So the right gastroepiploic artery is the vascular source for the gastric conduit. Yes, so the gastric conduit is based on the right gastroepiploic artery, with again straightforward, very simple GIT questions. So I think the GIT was pretty much very simple, no doubt about that. 1 month old baby diagnosed with biliary atresia what age is Kasai surgery ideally performed? I think was this the scenario or there was something addition to the scenario in this? Yeah, so 1 month old with biliary atresia, with pale stools, with atresia of the gallbladder. Okay. And it was 3, 6, 9 months and 1 year. Okay. Okay. So did the question mentioned it as, I think so, Kasai was not mentioned, but what they asked was what age is the surgery ideally performed? Is it what they asked? Ideal time of surgery was asked. Okay, not biliary atresia, but with atresia of the gallbladder with patent atretic atretic GB and CBDS. With pale stools, atretic GB and CBD that is pointing towards biliary atresia. And what age is the surgery ideally performed, right? I think that was the whole question stem now. Yeah. So I think this is again a very pretty much straightforward. Even if you see the options also and the question stem, it is pointing towards biliary atresia only. So here the answer is 3 months again. That we should ideally do it at 8 weeks or 2 months, ideally within 60 days. So as per that, the best answer is 3 months. So there is no doubt about this question as well. But the 4 week old child or 1 month old child presenting with clay colored stool with or pale stools with atresia of the gallbladder and the CBD, and what age ideally the surgery is performed, it is 3 months. Okay. Moving on to next, thymic tumor with pericardial great vessel infiltration. What is the Masauka Koga stage? I think there is no doubt about this question as well. I think this was how it was mentioned. What did the question stem mention? Thymic tumor with pericardial great vessel infiltration. Anything else in this? Macro infiltration. Okay. Macro infiltration into the pericardium and great vessels, right? I think that was what the question mentioned. Yeah, okay. So here again, straightforward. It is invasion into the additional organs, that is pericardium, great vessels, and the lung. The answer here is stage 3. If there was dissemination, it is stage 4A. So here the answer is stage 3, Masauka, that is encapsulated with no invasion is 1, capsular invasion is 2, with invasion into mediastinal fat and pleura is 2B, but into the pericardium and the great vessel, it is stage 3. So again, no doubt in this. Next, 35-year-old patient with a known case of rheumatic heart disease with mitral regurgitation allergic to penicillins, undergoing a major dental extraction regarding antibiotic prophylaxis. What would you recommend? Is the question stem in the options okay? Yeah, so according to the chapter of anesthesia, where they have mentioned in Sapiston regarding this, that it is antibiotic prophylaxis in dental procedure is only recommended specifically in the patients with the. Can you help me out with the options? Are the options same with the timing given as 12 hours and 6 hours, or anything had 1 hour in the options? Clindamycin was 1 hour prior to operation. Amox was 500 milligram. Scientifically most accurate. Okay. Scientifically most accurate choice. Yeah, penicillin allergy. So amoxicillin, no matter what the option is, it is ruled out. Cephalaxin, clindamycin, if cephalaxin had 12 hours prior, that is ruled out. Now the only thing is between clindamycin 1 hour and for no prophylaxis. So all depends on the timing. And I feel that this is also how the major dental extraction is defined as. But if you go and read this from Sapiston, they have clearly mentioned that it is only recommended for those in which you are having manipulation of the gingival tissues, periapical region of the tooth, and perforation of oral mucosa. Now, when you're having a major dental extraction, I feel there is manipulation of the gingival tissues. So I would be in the favor of giving antibiotic prophylaxis here. If they had not mentioned this major dental extraction, I think that is something which is pointing towards manipulation. What was the exact terminology for the dental extraction procedure used in the question stem? That would help me to give you a proper recall in this. Major dental extraction, yes. And did clindamycin have 1 hour prior to operation? Yeah, so see, if you see this again, for the dental procedures, it should be given 1 hour before the procedure. For allergy to penicillin, you either give cephalaxin, but that is 2 gram, or clindamycin, that is 600 milligram is given. So you only see, I think this question is particularly if they have mentioned in so much detail. I think this is from where they have taken the question. And according to me, if they had mentioned major dental extraction surgery and the clindamycin timing was 1 hour prior to operation, then according to me, that should be the answer for major dental extraction in terms of how they have mentioned about if it is only recommended for when you have manipulation of the gingival tissue, which is definitely they have mentioned. So again, there would be some discrepancy and clash between the answer of either clindamycin 1 hour or no prophylaxis. I think that it all depends on how the examiner has decided to include this terminology of major dental extraction in this particular question. So if clindamycin 600 milligram 1 hour prior to operation was there in the option, I would go with that. If it was not there, then no prophylaxis would be the answer. Now, just to summarize today what we have discussed around 10 questions, that what would be the answer? It is appendix in hernia is a myend hernia. Decorin is used to reduce scarring in the eye. This is congenital melanocytic nevus. The most significant predisposing factor for adenoCA is Barrett's. You have the lung carcinoma, it is T2A, N2M1B. The decisive period is 4 hours. You have CTP child pug B in this question. You have gastric conduit based on right gastropubic artery. You have biliary atresia scenario mentioned with ideal surgery time is within 60 days or as per the options 3 months. Thymic tumor, Masauka stage 3, and the major dental extraction for a patient with rheumatic heart disease, moderate MR, antibiotic prophylaxis. If clindamycin was mentioned, it as 1 hour before the surgery, then it should be the answer. 600 milligram clindamycin should be one if the patient is allergic to penicillin. And if it was not there, then no prophylaxis can be the answer. But it all depends on how the examiner has defined the terminology of major dental extraction surgery. Okay, so I think that is it for now. Thank you all for joining. We will meet again with the next set of questions.